Since the end of the Second World War, Europe has been trying to break away from the authoritarian nationalist regimes it once knew. Regimes that ranked the peoples of the world in a hierarchy and placed national interests above everything else. But in recent decades, part of that ideology has resurfaced in a new form: the rise of the far right. The spark began in the 1990s with the beginning of waves of labor immigration to Europe. Local populations began to notice social and demographic changes. But the true turning point came after the refugee crisis in 2015, when millions of Europeans felt that their borders were wide open to human waves coming from Syria, Afghanistan, and Africa. This reignited a crisis of European identity and the fear of losing local culture. Then came the economic shocks, the COVID-19 pandemic, and later the war in Ukraine, which cost billions of dollars to European governments to support the Ukrainian army. At the same time, many newcomers took advantage of social systems designed to help the poor by refusing to work and living solely off government assistance. Additionally, many terrorist attacks and serious crimes committed in Western Europe over the past 10 years were linked to migrants. All of these are considered secondary causes, but the main cause, the one dominating the public debate, is religion. The majority of migrants who have come from the Middle East and Africa in recent decades are Muslims. This has, on the one hand, significantly changed European demographics, and on the other, increased the visibility of Islamic religious practices. Mosques have multiplied, prayers are being held in the streets, and preaching movements have grown, especially in France. What made things worse was the spread of radical Islamic movements, which led to terrorist attacks in Europe and the departure of many fighters with European nationalities who went to join extremist groups in Syria and Iraq. All of this has fueled feelings of anger and a renewed longing for the idea of the homeland first. Parties like the National Rally in France, led by Marine Le Pen, AfD in Germany, the Freedom Party in Austria, or Brothers of Italy, led by Giorgia Meloni, have suddenly become political forces to be reckoned with. Some have reached power, while others have become leading opposition movements. These parties claim they are not against foreigners, but they advocate for organized immigration, the defense of Christian values, border security, and the restoration of national sovereignty. Their opponents, however, see them as a threat to democracy, one that feeds on fear and racism. Finally, if you enjoyed the video, give us a like and check out one of the 2 videos shown on the screen.